Tens of thousands of people are expected to fill St. Peter's Square this Sunday for the historic Papal Mass, where Pope Leo XIV will officially be inaugurated as the head of the Catholic Church. The event is set to begin at 10 a.m. local time, drawing attention from across the globe. The inauguration of Pope Leo XIV will be a historic and deeply symbolic event, rich with rituals and traditions that have marked papal inaugurations for centuries. Here's what you can expect to unfold during the ceremony. The inauguration will begin with a solemn mass at the main altar of St. Peter's Basilica. The new pope will start by kissing the altar, a traditional act symbolizing his respect for the church. Incense will be spread, creating a sacred atmosphere as the service gets underway. After prayers at the altar, Pope Leo XIV will descend to St. Peter's tomb beneath the Basilica, where deacons will retrieve the fisherman's ring and the pallium. The fisherman's ring is a gold signet ring that traditionally symbolizes papal authority. Each pope receives a new ring during their inauguration, engraved with an image of St. Peter in his boat in honor of his role as a fisher of men. This ring is used ceremonially today, and it is presented to the new pope during the Mass. Towards the end of the Mass, the cardinals will approach Pope Leo XIV to kiss the ring, symbolizing their obedience and respect. Along with the fisherman's ring, Pope Leo XIV will be presented with the pallium. This white lamb's wool vestment is worn over the shoulders and signifies the pope's pastoral role. The wool for the pallium is always sourced from two lambs, which are blessed by Trappist monks during the feast of St. Agnes. The wool is then spun by Benedictine nuns of St. Cecilia in Rome. The pallium is an important symbol of the Pope's authority and connection to his role as the shepherd of the faithful. After receiving the fisherman's ring and pallium, the new pope will participate in a procession from St. Peter's Basilica into St. Peter's Square, where the main public service will take place. This is when Pope Leo XIV will be formally inaugurated, and the crowds in the square, which are expected to number in the tens of thousands, will witness the Pope's first appearance as the head of the Catholic Church. In past papal inaugurations, the papal tiara was part of the coronation ritual. The tiara, often decorated with jewels like rubies, sapphires, and pearls, symbolized the Pope's spiritual and temporal authority. However, this practice was abolished in 1963 by Pope Paul VI, who replaced the formal coronation with an inauguration ceremony. As a result, Pope Leo XIV will not receive a tiara, but instead the focus will be on the fisherman's ring and pallium. Notable world leaders will be present for the Mass, including Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, Prince Edward, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky, and US Vice President J.D. Vance. Their presence highlights the global significance of the papacy, which extends beyond religious matters to include geopolitical influence. The Papal Mass is expected to last about 2 hours, similar to the inauguration of Pope Francis in 2013, and will feature rich rituals meant to symbolize the solemnity and importance of the papacy. As the Mass concludes, Pope Leo XIV will be formally recognized as the 267th Pope of the Roman Catholic Church, stepping into a role that carries not only spiritual significance but also immense global influence. From the fisherman's ring to the sacred pallium, each symbol and ritual will help guide Pope Leo XIV in his new mission to lead over 1 billion Catholics worldwide with faith, humility, and service.